Bastille Day, so let's talk about how Marie Antoinette's perfume survived the revolution. Yes, it still exists. In my previous video about Marie Antoinette and her perfumer, linked below, I talked about the life of Jean-Louis Farjeon. Today's story is about Farjeon's apprentice, Pierre Francois Lubin. His family lived on the same street as Farjeon, and when he was around 10 years old, offered Lubin a spot as an apprentice in his perfumer's workshop. Not only did Lubin learn from the master, but when Marie Antoinette was imprisoned in the Tuileries Palace awaiting her execution, Lubin was tasked with sneaking in replenishments of her perfume, which was called Bouquet de la Reine. And before Marie Antoinette died, she passed the last bottle of her perfume to her friend, the Marquise de Tercel, who was the governess to the royal children. Lubin left Paris for Grasse during the Reign of Terror, and there continued as an apprentice where he was trained on the Italian method of perfume, which was from the time of Catherine de' Medici. He returned to Paris and opened his own shop in 1798. And it became very fashionable with two groups of trendsetters known as the Incredibles, which were the dandies, and their companions who were known as the Marvelous. He called the perfume Bouquet of Roses, which was a tribute to Marie Antoinette without outright saying it. Still dangerous to do that. Lubin flourished and he became a perfumer to Empress Josephine as well as Napoleon's sister, Pauline Bonaparte. He later perfumed heads of state such as King George IV and Tsar Alexander I of Russia. 200 years later, Lubin was purchased by a former perfumer for Guerlain. He found Lubin's old notebooks and rediscovered the actual formula for Farjeon's perfume Bouquet de la Reine. But even more amazing, he found out that the descendants of the Marquis de Tercel still have Marie Antoinette's perfume bottle in their possession. It was in a shiny black vial and the family called it Jade Noir. In 2011, the revamped Lubin recreated the perfume, but with a modern twist, and called it Black Jade. And we will be visiting the Paris Lubin boutique during my Paris perfume trip next year, so grab your spot because there's a couple left at the early bird price and you can find the link in my profile. Vive la France, and find the rest of my perfume videos at the playlist below.